I think it's an overreaction, but I think it's understandable.
The decision was made on Tuesday. Now, once again, Nordstrom in downtown Vancouver has been boarded up. But this time, it's not related to COVID-19. It's over concerns with the ongoing demonstrations against racism in Canada and the U.S. Nordstrom Canada says we're paying close attention to potential gatherings that may take place in cities across Canada and the U.S. this week. To help keep our employees and customers safe, we are adjusting hours and temporarily closing stores in some locations. Out of an abundance of caution, some of our storefronts are being boarded.
It's probably a bit of an overreaction. I think it's highly unlikely that there'd be any violence in a city like Vancouver, but I don't know. We've protested over much less important things like hockey, so.
Looting has been a problem in the U.S. after a number of protests quickly turned into riots in several states. The death of George Floyd, who died while in police custody in Minneapolis just over 1 week ago, has sparked a global protest against racism. A UBC professor says there is a way for people to create positive change.
One of the things that we can do is not say, how wonderful that we live here in Canada and we don't have these issues. And yes, we have not had the kinds of rioting that has traditionally been in the United States, but we do have racism. And I think one of the biggest things and the hardest things to do is to acknowledge that we live in a society where there are these power dynamics, where there is something called racism, and how we participate in it without even realizing it in many ways.
Sunday's rally against racism at the Vancouver Art Gallery was large and it was peaceful. The organizer, Jacob Calendar Prasad, is planning another demonstration in downtown Vancouver on Friday. The original plan was to hold the event outside Trump Tower on West Georgia Street, but due to safety concerns, Jacob says the event has been moved to Jack Pool Plaza. He expects the gathering to be another peaceful one with no plans to march through the city.
I do not want to risk the people who are coming to protest, the families who are coming to protest, because it only takes one person to start a riot. It only takes one person for something to go sideways. So I just want to make it very clear. I would love to be able to march with you guys. I would love for us to go and march. But with the way things are happening in society right now, it doesn't seem like it's the safest thing for us to go and march, especially right now.
I'm absolutely hopeful that any of the demonstrations that are supporting the issues of Black Lives Matter and other issues of racism in British Columbia and around the world will be peaceful.
Nordstrom clearly taking no chances. No word on how long the boards will remain up at this Vancouver location or how long the store will be temporarily closed. Nordstrom advising its customers to head to the retailer's website for updates. In Vancouver, Greg Harper, City News.